Do you need some clarity on the best path moving forwards? Fork in the road tarot. This is the most definitive type of tarot reading you can have because we're literally going path A, path B, right? So if you're stuck with a decision, not sure which way to go, let's find out. So just whilst I rabbit on and mix for a moment for path A, I just want you to get path A clearly in your mind. If you want to personalise one of these, they're on sale at 18 quid. You go via the link at the top of the profile stand, so it's like Linktree. You can get them same day guaranteed, right? So path A, get path A clearly in your mind for me. I'm just going to give it one more shuffle and then we'll see what comes out. Now, I do have to stress sometimes there might be a third path, or if this is a you know, it doesn't really work if you've got a kind of stick or twist type question, then it should be definitive. But it tends to, if it's like, oh, do I go in this direction or that direction? There can sometimes be a third way, or it could be that doing nothing's the best option, right? So, right, path A, right. So these are collective. Please remember that. So we start off with the Temperance card in the reverse position. So the Temperance card for me is the alignment card. It's when our mind, body, soul's all in alignment. We know who we are, what we want, where we're going. You'll also notice the angels pouring into their own cup. So it talks about self-love, self-care, self-healing. Now it's in the reverse position. So this would indicate that potentially you're going to start off this path by being out of alignment or not focusing on yourself. We'll see how this develops. 7 of Wands in the reverse. Wands fire action. Upright position. This is about standing your ground. You're the chap on top of the hill here fighting off the 6 of Wands or staves. Now, on occasion, it can indicate a surprise attack. It might be a bit hard to see, but Chappie here likes to sleep naked. The village so-and-so is off screen down here. Have come out to attack him for whatever reason. So in his haste, he's chucked away cannon. He's got a boot on, a shoe on, and he's missing his belt. Upright position comes out on top though. Reverse position, this is about backing down something. Now again, this could be a good thing. Now, if there's any kind of surprise attack element to it, this card for me is the shame. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Okay. So it can be when you kind of back down, you let somebody in who doesn't deserve another chance, for example, and you get tripped up again, right? 3 of Cups, Cups, water, emotions. This is a celebration card. I call it the sisterhood card. It's 3 ladies dancing around with cups in the air. That can be actual sisters, female friends, friends with high feminine energies. Witchcraft terms talking about common power of 3. This card to me talks about having cheerleaders and supporters. Right, let's continue and see how this is developing. Right, Ace of Cups, Cups, water, emotions. Ace is bringing in new energy, not starting something new. So this is about going, right, long term, what's going to make me happy? On an emotional level, what's going to fill my cup? We then got 7 of Swords in the reverse. Swords are where we think words we use. So you're the figure in the foreground. There's 2 figures that laid the swords down, walking away. It can talk about difference of idea, direction, opinion, etc., and who's going to come out on top. Upright position, it's yourself. Reverse position, it's the other people or parties. Now, this again can be an internal thing, right? So it could be that you know mentally go, no, it's this way, it's this way, it's this way. You could be wrong, right? So it could be about releasing that. Overall outcome card. The world in the reverse, right? So it's not very clear, this path. I'm not sure if this is a good one or a bad one. Right, world in the reverse. So the world's the last of major arcanas, and it means big cycle completes, whereas 10s are ongoing cycles, and they can be big things when they end. The world's the end of a long one, long-term relationship, belief system, job, family dynamic, you name it, whatever you've got in your minds. Now, in the upright position, we understand it's gone full term. It's not going to get any better. It's time to release it, get into the energy of the Fool. Reverse position, we're holding on. Now, I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's normally a bad thing that we're holding on, but I'm not entirely sure here. Obstacles or blockages. Star card. So the star card talks about our hopes, dreams, aspirations, wish fulfillment, wishing on a bigger star. Okay, so that could be right. Let me get the last card out. This one's confusing me. Removing any obstacles. 9 of Wands in the reverse. Wands fire action, 9's reflection cards. You're the chap there. We call him the wounded warrior. Very wounded now. Just dropped him on his head. Bandage on his head, 1 on each arm. This guy's been through the ringer. This guy's been to hell and back, and he's going, do you know what? I might be beaten, blooded, battered, and bruised. However, I'm still standing. And it's in those moments, play your cards right, excuse the pun, that's how we step into our power. Now, when it's in the reverse position, It's when we feel defeated. Right, I'm going to hold fire on that one because it's very up and down, and I want to see if path B's got a bit more clarity. Before I say, no, you're holding on to something that needs letting go of, because we've got 2 release cards, and then we've got one going, don't let go, or holding on to a cycle. Right, so let's go to path B. So get path B clearly in your mind for me, please, and we will see what comes out. Right, path B. I always struggle with these because I'm more used to doing you and them readings, so I kind of automatically want to say, let's see what's going on for them. Right, let's continue. Right, okay, so we start off with the 8 of Swords. Swords there where we think words we use. You're the lady there, so it's a bit hard to see. Lady there, bound and blindfolded. Now, you might just be able to see if you've got like supersonic sight. You can't see her arms because they're behind the back. They're behind the back, holding onto rope, She's going to take the blindfold off. Self-imposed restriction. Now, the problem is, though, she's blindfolding herself, right? She's not seeing the situation as it really is. 6 of Swords in the reverse. So this card's about going in a new direction, going on to calmer waters. Now, figure there, cloaked, head down, sorrow. Reverse position, sod this, sod that, sod them, I'm off, I'm out of here, right? We've then got another I'm out of here card, 8 of Cups, Cups, water, emotions. You're the figure there, 8 Cups, walking away. Now, it's normally disconnecting from something on an emotional level that no longer serves us. However, is that the case because we're not seeing the situation as it really is and we're restricting our options? Let's continue. Right, Page of Cups, Cups, water, emotions. Page is more youthful energy. Court cards can be an energy within ourselves, can be the energy of somebody else around us. Pages don't have the knowledge or experience of the kings and the queens. More so, don't have the formation of the knights, sorry. More about giving something to go. Now, this page is about an offer. It's offering a tilly little thimbleful. So, the best way I describe the court cards and offers, if we give them all £1,000, the king and the queen are going to invest it in stock, shares, and bonds. Knights are flighty. They're going down the casino. They're whacking it all on red or black. The page has got a grand in hand and going to the bingo. 6 of Cups. This is about balance. Again, this will be too hard to see. One character giving the other a cup of flowers. Equal give and take emotionally. So it can talk about finding some emotional balance. Overall outcome card. Unless this one's really clear, I'm going to have to ponder on this one. 9 of Cups. Cups, water, emotions. 9's reflection cards. You're the chap on the bench there, proudly presenting the 9 Cups, being proud of himself. Now, as I always say, in life, often stuff doesn't go right. In life, people let us down, right? And it's about looking back and going, do you know what? I turned up, I showed up, I brought my cup to the party. If other people can't see that from sideways, they can watch me rise, right? Obstacles or blockages. Page of Swords. Swords there where we think words we use. Page is more youthful energy again. So this Page of Swords is about blue sky thinking, thinking outside the box, being more creative and playful. Removing any blockages. I might need some clarifiers on this. Removing any blockages. 10 of Wands in the reverse position. Not letting go. Holding on. So you're the chap there. Bale of Wands in his hand. Going back to the village. When he gets back there, he's going to drop it like a sack of SHIT and say, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. But being told to hold on. Right. This one, I'm not going to lie to you, is really, really hard to read. Right. So the thing is, if that 8 of Swords wasn't there, I'd say, yeah, path B. But the 8 of Swords is there, which tells me that you're restricting yourself. Okay. Running off, emotionally disconnecting. Page of Cups. I'm assuming that's going to be yourself, giving yourself a little offer. You do find some emotional balance here. And you do say, well, I've been proud of my achievements, but I'm not sure it's going to lead you to what you want. Because path A, what it feels like is that with the Temperance card there, it kind of feels like you're resisting some divine intervention of some sort, right? And you're going to have to back down to that. And if you back down to that and you release into it, I know I'm going a little bit left field here, bear with me. that's going to give you the support you need. You need to then reassess what's going to make you happy about this path, and then give in mentally and not let go of a cycle yet. Okay, it's got a little bit of an air of with the star card there. It could be somebody who's kind of got their head in the clouds, right? Because what it feels like with that 9 of Wands, it feels like you might be looking at a rash decision, and you need to accept that you feel a little bit defeated by something that's already happened. Let me get some clarifiers. Right, so let's get a clarifier for I don't do this often, but like I said, this one's really tricky to read. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I say, had that eight of swords not been there in path B, I'd 100% say go for path B. But because it is, well, why is it that you're restricting yourself? Why is it you got the blinkers on? The other thing is, why is in path B saying don't give up, don't release? But I don't feel it's in regard to this path, because this path feels like that's what you're going to do. You're going to give up and release. Right. So if I get a jumper, if not, I'll pull one. Not much more clarity. So path A, 5 of Wands, Wands fire action. This is the fight or fallout card. They're all having at it with the wands. Now, there's nothing to indicate another person here other than that 3 of cups. So this to me would be about finding the inner fight. Path B, we've got the Fool card come out, which is about starting a brand new cycle. Now, if you decide to go for path B, I don't think it's going to be disaster. I think that you'll find some peace and harmony. But I just feel like, because you're being told not to give up, not let go, and it feels like path B, sorry, is going to be more of a kind of petulant, childish, oh yeah, let's head in the clouds type energy, which I'm related to that 5 of to star card, sorry. For me, now normally I would be saying with the world card, it's hit full, it's gone full term, you know, it needs to be let go of. But the energy of the cards and the way they're reading, it feels more along the lines of it saying don't give up on the world. You know what I mean? It kind of feels like if you go down path B, it's probably going to be easier, but you're not fulfilling. You're not going to get that world. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about it in the sense of, you know, dreaming big. You know what I mean? Keep fighting. I'm gonna hesitantly say path A, for me, it's going to be the harder road, because you're going to have to do some release. You're going to have to release into yourself. You're going to have to release some of these ideas that you have about the situation and fight for it. Okay. Path B, if you do decide to go on it, yeah, it's going to be easier, but you're kind of blindfolding yourself to your potential. And why do that? So there you go. Personalized one, link top of the profile. Hopefully it'll be easier to read than that one. Ta-ta.